Okay, gang, this happens to be Wellness Wednesday. And as if Wellness Wednesday wasn't enough, it's Wellness Wednesday Wendy. I'm so excited you're here, Wendy. Oh my word. Wendy is a dear friend, you guys. You got to know her and I are in the same champ club of 2022. And the fact that I can have her on, it means so much to me, Wendy, because you're one of those very unique people that I think honestly would give us the shirt off your back and do anything for anybody. You are like the best of friend that any one of us could have. And now, you guys, if you didn't see my post on Monday, you're noticing an actual number clicking away here. And that is, I am being honest to my promise. We will never go past 15 minutes. If it's stuff we need to do, Wendy and I will stop and we'll just make a second video, but we won't go past that. So Wendy, I want to share something. First of all, welcome, sweet friend. I love you. Now,
Thank you, Pam. Thank
I
you.
want to show something because I'd like you to share with them a little about what these photos mean. And then you can add to, because I want them to get to know you. I want them to love you as much as I love you. And so I want to share just something that'll help them to understand a little bit more how far you have been. First of all, it is Wellness Wednesday, right? Um, but Wendy, I am going to post the link here for them to see the video that DDPY created about you. It is right up there in the top, probably 5 most motivational videos of overcoming. It's called Wendy's Journey to Forgive Herself and Lose 150 Pounds Will Inspire You. It's up on YouTube, DDPY, with that title. But I'm going to put the link here today because I so want you guys to see this journey. There is nothing but powerful coming out of this one. I mean, seriously. But Wendy, when we look at this, first of all, you and I are at a Christmas party at Dallas's and Paige's house up on the top left. But I needed them to know what's happening on the top right of this photo.
Oh, well, thank you, Pam, and thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I really love the 55 plus club. I didn't start my journey till past half a century mark, and what you see there is Wushu Wendy getting ready for a competition with her bow staff. I made a promise to myself. My whole life, I had a passion for martial arts. And I promised myself that if I lost 100 pounds, that would be my reward to myself, would be to go to a martial arts school and start studying and practicing the martial arts. And once I lost 100 pounds through the DDPY program, I walked into a school that I was familiar with. That was the real deal. They accepted me with open arms and I started my training. And before you know it, they had me on their competition team. I was 53 at the time. And I went into competition. I was taking on 18 and 19-year-olds. And I took first place in weapons, first place in forms, first place in board breaking. I just wanted to take my journey to a different level and prove that it doesn't matter when you start. It's never too late to pursue your passions. And DDPY and martial arts go hand in hand. And I've met so many martial artists through the program. And so whatever your passions are, whatever it is you want to do, you can do it. You can do it. And don't let anything hold you back. And so for me, not only was that a reward for myself, but it was just to be able to take my journey another step forward.
Wow. And if that wasn't enough, on the bottom left corner is another dream come true, right? Another goal that you had on a back burner, correct? Tell us about that one.
Oh, well, me and Mr. Ken Dowers right here
All together.
had a dream, both since childhood, of wanting to be in broadcasting and radio.
Wow.
And DDPY brought us together as friends through the program. And we were talking one day and we said, we want an outlet, not only just for ourselves, but for everybody.
Right.
And so we started Want Radio, WANT. You want it, we got it. And it stands for Warriors Are Never Tired. And our mascot is the little ant climbing up the radio tower. Because although we're small, we're mighty and we're strong. And we wanted to give a voice to everybody. We invite everybody to come on to Want Radio. We play any type of music. You could get a raunchy comedy set, or you could get the most inspiration in the world. You could get country music, or you might be getting some heavy metal. You never know what's going to be playing. We're 24 hours commercial free, because we didn't do this for profit. We refuse to accept payment for anything. We showcase we have amazing hosts. We highly recommend you tune in on Saturdays for the Positively Pat Sims Show, another DDPY champ and warrior. We're constantly featuring people in the program to not only share their stories, but we also promote whatever they're doing. We don't care if you want your kid to come on and sing the Star Spangled Banner. Guess what? Your kid can come on and sing the Star Spangled Banner. We just want to give a voice and an outlet to the little guy and give them empower, make them feel self-empowered. And so many people, we have a list of people that want to come on. So many people are interested, and we have so many listeners. Sometimes we're scared. We can't even listen to our own radio station. Ken's like, we're about to go over an hour. Shut it off. And so the response has been phenomenal. And it's an outlet for everyone. We want to feature as many people who want to be featured. And it's just about representing the little guy climbing up the tower. But yes, DDPY makes dreams come true, because we would have never been able to pursue this without the program. It's just empowering for us.
I'm so happy and proud of you guys for making that's another dream come true for you guys, right? Right there.
Well, it's about spreading positivity, because that's really what we represent. It's the power of positivity.
Yeah.
You tell yourself good things and great things happen. Oh. And that's all we want to do, is be a source of positivity for as many people who want to tune in and who want to be featured.
Whoa. Well, I'll tell you what, you guys, so reach out to Wendy, because her link and everything will be listed here. Reach out to Wendy, ask for their stories. Maybe some of you have always wanted as well to be on one, and can reach out to her and Ken and say, hey, I kind of like to do that too. Come on and be in an interview. I have something to share that I'd love to share with the world. So pretty soon.
Absolutely. And if you have a talent out there, if you have some music, if you want to read your poetry, if you have something you want to promote, then get in touch with us. We have listeners. We have a large global listenership. And we'll be happy to feature you and be happy to play something for you. And if you want to dedicate something to somebody, just get in touch with us. We'll be happy to do it.
Oh, awesome. So now in the bottom center photo, Wendy, I'll tell you what, you guys, if you follow Wendy, you're going to follow food, and not just any kind of food. Really, everything you post is like, oh my gosh, I think I'm hungry now. And I wasn't even hungry before I see your photos. But Wendy is in the New Orleans area. So a lot of her things are what? Cajun, spicy,
Cajun Creole, baby.
So they stretch me, a Midwesterner, that I live in Florida now, but I'm still a Midwesterner. I've never had the kinds of things that you keep posting. It's like, whoa, so tasty.
Well, that's just it. Growing up, love and comfort was food. And out here in New Orleans, everything is about food. And I live in the river parishes. I live alongside the Mississippi River, Lake Pontchartrain, the swamps and the bayous. I'm surrounded by all of these sources for great seafood, for example. But for me, along my journey, I had to readjust my relationship with food. And so, as someone who constantly had food on the brain, I started doing research, right? And figuring out and looking at food as fuel. But food can still be fun. And my interactions with food now, because somebody asked me, they go, you must love to cook. I'm like, no, I hate cooking, but I love to feed people. And I love to nourish people. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
And I love to celebrate through this food, but in a positive, healthy way. And so what I do is I take normal recipes and I flip them. I
Yeah.
flip them. And I've done enough research to find out what foods work for me
Yeah.
and what not just spices as well, because
Yeah.
there's so many healing spices that you can add to food. It's the way you prepare it. And for me, it's all about the vegetables. It's all about eating the rainbow. It's all about protein, protein. But you would be amazed at how you could take like pizza. Who doesn't love pizza? Well,
Yeah.
I make a Woo Pita pizza. I make these for Ken while I'm here to see Ken. And for 150 calories and almost no carbs, you can have pepperoni pizza, you
Yeah.
know?
Yes.
Um, and when you fill your plate with wonderful vegetables and you learn, hey, lean proteins, you can spice that up and make it good. And
Yeah.
so I'm always posting food because people, they want to know, because we love our food, right? We need it to live.
Yeah.
But as long as you are tracking what you're eating, you be surprised what you could pile up on that plate. But for me, nutrition has become the forefront.
Yeah.
Um, Now, of course, you can eat a farm load of spinach. If you're not working out, it's not going to do you any good.
Yeah.
But there's certain foods out there that will give you extra energy, that will help with inflammation, because that's another big thing. A lot of people, you have to educate yourself
Yeah.
on what foods work for you. Like berries. A lot of people try to do, say something like keto, and they're like, oh my God, I can't have blueberries. Yes, you can. That is nature's
Ah,
candy.
yeah.
When you want to detox from sugar, pop up some nature's candy, some berries, and then your body, the inflammation starts going away. Now, I ain't no doctor, I'm no scientist with a degree, but I know what works for me.
Yeah.
And these things work for me.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, add a little turmeric, add a little cayenne, add a little onion, add a little bell pepper to you. You'd be surprised how well you feel.
Yes. So see, you've shown us that you can be as spicy with your food as you are with your personality, right? Actually, I think you and I have similar disorders when it comes to energy with our personality, that we got enough for the whole room typically. But I
But
do,
you know,
oh, I do want you to make sure and share in the last few moments. I want you to share because you are one as well. You've actually been now to 3 summits. And for those that want to hear what that, her perspective about that, can you share that real quick, Wendy, what your perspective is on the um, transformation summit that's put together?
oh my God, is the best way to describe it, only because of the people that are there and everything that goes into it. You will not find a more energetic place, a more positive surrounding. The building has a heartbeat. It comes alive because of the warriors there.
Yeah.
And everybody can experience that through the monthly workouts they put together, which is amazing because there's nothing like warriors getting together.
Yeah.
That's what it's about, folks. It's about coming together with your fellow warriors and putting some sweat into the mat and exchanging your stories and encouraging one another and just being positive. You don't find anything negative at a summit.
Yeah.
It is the most uplifting, empowering thing you want to experience. And you can experience that just by interacting with other warriors, just by reaching out. You're never alone with DDPY.
Yeah.
And for me, as a woman, it became self empowering because once upon a time I had a trust issue with women, but being around other women and doing things I didn't think were possible
Yeah.
because I thought I was at one level. I started in the chair. And at my first summit, I was kind of still there. I was like, oh my God, they're going to think I'm a charlatan. They're going to know I'm a fake. I can't do all these crazy things. And I got there and I could. I could do more. And that's what I realized, I could do more. And it brought my journey to a whole different level from the first summit.
Yeah.
And then the second summit, I was just maintaining. I was like, hey, I can hang. I'm looking around the room. Everybody's modifying. I'm like, not me. And this last summit, oh my God, Pam, I was going to wear maternity clothes and say, here I am, in my 50s and pregnant. I can't do none of this stuff. Here's my belly. Here's my maternity clothes. Don't count me out. But then once again, I realized I could do more. And
Well, I
being
have to
there,
unfortunately hold
oh,
my
there we are
honest
at our
thing
15
'cause
minutes.
we're at our 15. We haven't hit 16 yet, so that's great. Wendy, I have to have you back another time because seriously, you are like a wealth of information, enthusiasm. So, will you come back on another time though for me and talk to them?
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay,
Anytime,
we'll plan
anytime.
another one for sure, sweet friend. You are amazing. I can't thank you enough for all you do for all of us.
Oh, well, thank you, Pam.